Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, welcome back. Hey, happy Easter, by the way. Easter weekend. This is usually kind of it's fun, but it's boring. Also, in the same token, when it comes to like certain sports. But I want you guys to also, before we really get the show started today, take the time to know what Easter is actually for. Okay, it is Holy Week. Okay, when you take the time, look up what Easter is actually for. This actually all started back on Palm Sunday, okay? So take the time when you get the opportunity, know what Easter is truly about, okay? But let's get into it. It is Easter weekend, which means no NASCAR. They're off this weekend, which we'll get to in a little bit. I'm Brian Pleska, Sports Junkies. We are back. And I'm saying this every single week. I don't know where I get this guy from and why he continues to do this with me. But there he is! My partner, Josh Buchek! What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, my God. So, Josh, why do we got a show today? We got, right here, 5 segments to get through, okay? Plus a special segment. I'm not going to say anything about the special segment. We're going to leave that for a separate video by itself, like I was telling you before.
Yep.
So let's get into what we're going to talk about today. Obviously, NBA, Cavs clinched a playoff spot. We're going to talk about that. Yes, 4 years in a row. We'll get to all that. We're going to talk about teams that have clinched a playoff spot, teams that are still fighting for them. And we're going to talk about, and I'm going to let you kind of break this one down, about Luka Doncic's injury and what that's going to mean. Not obviously fantasy football, basketball wise, but
right.
what does that mean for the Lakers? We'll talk about that as well. Obviously, we'll talk Cavs more than anything. We're going to talk about, is this James Harden experience working? It seems to be working.
So far.
Okay, so far so good. Struce coming back, man. He's been on fire since he's returned. The Cavs, they're getting healthy. We'll talk about all that. We'll have a lot of fun with the NBA segment.
Minus Jared Allen.
Minus Jared Allen, which is okay. I mean, Evan Mobley's averaged a double-double since he's gotten that center spot. So let's get that out of the way. All right, next, we're going to talk next. It's all on this guy. Crew 2 around the MLS. We've never done around the MLS until just now. That's going to get added to Josh. He's going to do Crew 2. He'll explain who, all that. And around the MLS. He's going to go around the MLS, breaking down some scores. Obviously, we have to because they're our rivals. He will talk about FC Cincinnati and all that other good stuff. So he'll have that. Next one is going to be myself. You're going to learn. Obviously, I cried about it at the beginning. Not really cried, folks, but no Easter race this weekend. The drivers got the weekend off for Easter. I'm going to catch up on the last 2 races that have happened and get you ready for Bristol. God, I love Bristol. Cannot wait to talk Bristol.
Lots of temper flaring.
Lots of temper flaring. I don't think it's as bad as Martinsville, but it's up there. Okay? The second to last segment we're going to do for the day, it's here. Josh, it's here.
Woo! Yeah.
The 2026 MLB season. It has now officially begun. Your Cleveland Guardians are now 8 games into the season. We will break that down. We'll talk about their road trip that they had. Talk about their home opener last night. And they played today at 4:10, I believe. No,
Nope.
was it earlier?
They're on the Fox.
Oh, it's a 7:10 game tonight.
Yeah, it's Fox.
Oh, it's a Foxy game tonight. Ooh, I might have to turn Fox on and watch it. And then we didn't get to this 2 weeks ago. We kind of touched on it, and then that was the end of it.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through the men's NCAA tournament. Okay, we are now down to right here. 4 teams, Final 4 tonight. 6:09 and 8:45 or something like that.
Something like that. Late games.
So we'll break down the rest of the NCAA tournament, kind of just speckle some of the. Holy crap, didn't expect that team to go down, didn't expect that team to go down. We'll talk about all that because that's called March Madness. We'll wrap up the show, and then we're going to be done with that part. And then you guys are going to want to stick around because we're going to have, not saying it, we will have a separate video by itself that's going to be a special segment just for you guys, okay? Josh and I have been talking about this all week. We cannot wait to bring this to you. We do things a lot differently on our show compared to maybe some of the other ways that maybe you see it live, or if you watch some certain segments. We're going to do a special segment. I cannot wait to do this. But let's get into the show. Sports Junkies.
Wait,
Before we do anything, our show, as it has always been, unofficially sponsored by Mountain Dew. Amen.
amen, buddy.
Sponsored unofficially by Mountain Dew. That is going to be our unofficial sponsor. Yes, I said unofficial. That means you can't come after me for it. All right, ladies and gents, let's get into it. All right, let's talk NBA. So, let's talk about the Cavs. Let's get right into it. 4th season in a row going to the playoffs. 2 seasons, 2 for 2 for Kenny Atkinson.
Yep.
Now, obviously, we talked a lot about this. How maybe last year Cavs were the number 1 seed last year. Cool. Right now, as it stands, they are by far the 4th seed, but they do, by this slim of a margin, have a chance to catch the 3 seed Knicks. Now, it's not ideal because I believe they only have 5 games to go, 4 or 5 games to go, something like that. Probably that last game, they're probably not going to play nobody.
Maybe for a quarter.
So
just because it's fan appreciation day.
Let's go 4 games.
Yeah.
Okay, not that 5th one.
Yeah.
So right now, let's do an update. We'll break it down. We'll talk about it. So let's just talk about the 4 teams right now in the Eastern Conference that have clinched a playoff spot. In order: Detroit, Boston, Knicks, Cavs. That's it. Okay. No surprise, right?
No surprise, but before the season started, we're both still surprised Detroit's up there.
Yeah. And Detroit, as much as I hate to say it, Detroit's come back down to a little bit of reality.
Also, Cade Cunningham's injured.
Yes, break that down. So, how long's he been out now?
At least a couple weeks now.
Yes.
Collapsed lung.
That's a big injury. Okay, because there's a potential he may not play through the playoffs. It's there. They said he might return, but they said there's a chance that it's just probably not. He's probably not, because a collapsed lung, dude. That's
painful.
That's something serious. And if you're going to try and play basketball,
and you got to breathe all the time.
But you have to give the Detroit Pistons where it's due. They've held ship. They're still 56-21.
Yeah.
They did take the Central Division because the Cavs certainly weren't going to catch them.
And we'll still give credit to the Cavs' old coach, J.B. Bickerstaff, for leading that.
Bickerstaff has done a very nice job, and I had nothing wrong with Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff took Cavs to playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Then he gets fired. Okay. I don't understand that still. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that for a minute.
Honestly, though, I think it's because, just my opinion, I think it's because Mitchell felt like he was overplayed or not played enough, depending on the,
It's potential. So, the Pistons are 56-21.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Boston gets the return of Jason Tatum, who does not look like he has missed one step.
I can't even tell he's been out for most of the season. That's how well he's played.
Okay. I mean, you bring him back and it's just like, usually you're all like, woo, welcome back. It's just like, okay, you missed half the season.
Yeah.
You're still, the thing that I love about it is Jason Tatum's young enough that he tore his Achilles. Don't get twisted. Tearing your Achilles is not something that's enjoyable.
Oh, yeah.
But he's young enough. If he would have tore his Achilles, maybe let's see where Dame Lillard's at, he wasn't returning this season.
Yeah. Based on age.
I think you look at Jason Tatum, he's in his prime, folks. And well in his prime. Okay?
Yep.
That's why he did. But he did all the right things to make the comeback. He said that he was potentially going to return in April. He did.
Yeah.
He actually returned just a hair sooner than that. Mm-hmm. Boston held ship without him. Okay, you held real well ship without him. The fact that they're 52-25 without Tatum. Now a lot of that is without him.
Yeah.
He has been back for, I believe, a week or two now. But Boston looks like the juggernaut again with Jason Tatum back in the lineup. 3 is the Knicks at 50-28. Now, this team, I still cannot figure them out.
I can't either.
I can't figure them out. Okay. Obviously, Cat being a typical 7-footer. For those of you who don't know who Cat is, that's Karl Anthony Towns, short name Cat.
Brunson's dealt with injuries, though, too.
Both of them have.
Both of them have.
But Brunson hasn't been as bad.
No.
Cat, here, plays. Oh, injured. Plays. Going into the playoffs like that, if they don't have Cat, I mean, yeah, what is his name? Marcus Robinson, their backup center. Very good defensive center, can rebound. But what if I need points?
Yeah.
Am I going to get the points that I need? Yeah.
Look up his average real quick.
So that's good. So, right, I obviously thank you again for my wife for her tablet. I am getting my own, ladies and gentlemen. Just because if there might be any of you out there might think, okay, your tablet. I've got my own, getting my own tablet, okay? So, Josh wanted me to look up something, which I think is...
It's relevant.
It's relevant.
It's relevant in case Cat gets injured.
Right.
That way.
Because there is that possibility that Cat could miss time. Sorry, I mispronounced his name. It's Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, Mitchell.
I said Marcus.
Yeah. Well, it began with an M, so you're close.
Okay, you ready for this?
Oh, Lord.
So he's only...
His average.
5.6 points a game. 8.7 rebounds is 14th in the NBA. That's pretty good. Don't worry about the noise in the background, folks. So when you look at Mitchell Robinson and what he's been able to do... Sorry, that was my tablet, folks. 5.6, 8.7, shooting 72% from the field.
It's not terrible.
But he's not taking any shots!
Yeah, the production's just not there.
He doesn't shoot.
Now, pull up Cat's number.
He's a dunker.
Yeah, he's a dunker.
Okay, glad you said that. So let's take a look at Cat. Okay.
I'm telling you, it's going to be vastly more than 5.
Oh, yeah. So Cat,
Oh, yeah.
20.1 points. That's 32nd in the NBA, which is great. 11.9 rebounds a game. That is right here. Ready? I count on one hand. 2 in the NBA.
It's valuable.
2.9 assists, but we don't care about that. He's a freaking center. Now, he's not Nikola Jokic, all right?
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic can do whatever he wants. He's shooting almost 50% from the field. But you have to think. Okay, let's break Mitchell Robinson and Cat down. So Cat, he's got more of a versatility. He can shoot.
He can shoot the 3.
He can shoot the 3. You don't see Mitchell Robinson doing that anytime soon. Mitchell Robinson, he's the paint guy. Mm-hmm. Okay? Physical guy, though.
Oh,
physical.
Yeah. He'll bruise you.
Bruise you to death. But I think that's something Boston can match with Keita.
Oh, yeah.
Keita's a bruising center. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have big numbers, but he's a bruising center. So if Karl Anthony Towns, because right now he's scheduled day to day. I looked at my wife's fantasy basketball thing.
Yep.
He's day to day. I don't know why he's day to day, but this has happened a lot this year with him. It's a lot of day to day, or he misses a week, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Josh, my partner over here, he's going to look up why Karl Anthony Towns day to day, if it gives us anything. Actually, right here, Towns elbow won't play Friday versus the Bulls. So now, when he plays the next time, he is a game time decision, which he does not play again until Monday.
Yeah, questionable.
Yeah, I have game time decision. This This is off of ESPN.com. His is off the ESPN Fantasy app.
Yep.
So we're kind of there, but you kind of like this one. I'm right on their website.
Yeah, it says elbow here too.
Right.
So, yeah.
So the reason that we're talking about this is because if this becomes a situation that Karl Anthony Towns has to miss time, okay, has to miss any time, I don't feel good about them starting Mitchell Robinson unless Brunson just goes off for 40, which Brunson has.
Well, it depends on who they match up with. Too.
Right.
Well,
right,
okay,
right.
Let's go hypothetical. They're the 3 seed. Who they play in the 6?
So right now it would be technically the getting healthy 76ers. Okay? Getting healthy.
Okay, that's also... 76ers are a whole nother mess, injury mess too, especially with Embiid.
We will break that down as we're going down this list.
But for the meantime, the Knicks, they can't afford to lose.
No.
They can't.
No. So let's get to your Cleveland Cavaliers. All right. So we have 48 wins. We're going to get 50.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you want.
It'll be another successful season.
You want 50. You're going to get there.
Yep.
So this team this year has been interesting at best.
They've had their ups and downs too.
They have really, you took the words right out of my mouth, dude. But this is also typical Cleveland sports.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, as it stands, if I'm not mistaken, I think Cleveland, injury-wise, I think they're okay. I think so. They do have Jared Allen back.
Yeah, I would say.
No Dean Wade. He's ankle,
Yeah,
and Jalen Tyson with his toe. So we need Jalen Tyson on that bench.
Tyson's valuable off the bench.
Very. Now, a lot of people were like, "Oh well, he left to go to Memphis."
No, Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome. They're like, "Oh, Ty Jerome left to go to Memphis. Where's the production from the bench going to come from?" Well, I can tell you where it came from. An emerging of Thomas Bryant, okay, off the bench. An emerging Sam Merrill. That team's different without Sam Merrill's three-point shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
You've also got...
Doesn't he usually start, though?
Who?
Merrill.
Yes. He has come off the bench a few times.
Yeah, he does, too.
Craig Porter Jr. has played well for the most part. Let me see. Tyrese Proctor's played kind of up and down. We did get Dennis Schroeder, who's a pretty good...
He's a decent point guard.
You know, we got Strus back, and he's played well since he's come back.
Strus has been nice.
And the other one is Naquan Tomlin.
The other guy, yeah.
Naquan Tomlin, dude. This dude has played very, very well. But aside of all that, Donovan Mitchell gets some help. Okay? I don't want to put this. I don't care about the who's-its. I don't care about the what's-its. Yes, I know he's requested trades. I know all this. But you cannot deny the good point/shooting guard that James Harden is.
Fear the beard.
Fear the beard. And you can still fear the beard. Cleveland trades Darius Garland, who respectably has dealt with a lot of injury issues.
Yes.
Okay. Gets James Harden. So nobody thought James Harden would fit here.
All I'm going to say is so far Cleveland's winning that trade.
Cleveland has beyond won that trade. Okay. Garland has showed signs of himself, but he's still battling that toe injury.
Yeah. Now, meanwhile, Harden, on the other hand, he's been productive and with a broken finger.
With a broken finger.
On his non-shooting end, of course.
It's still a broken finger.
It is still a broken finger. They're still paying the deal with. So,
absolutely.
You know,
so,
it's
good you brought that up because it's also taken pressure off of Donovan Mitchell. So Donovan Mitchell doesn't feel that he's, I don't want to put this, that he feels obligated that he has to take the game over. Well, you get another guy like James Harden, which rumors are heavy now. They're talking about signing James Harden to a 2-year, $75 million deal to keep him here for the next 2 years.
They're going to have to do a lot of restructuring based on their cap space.
A lot of restructuring. And maybe Donovan Mitchell's the one that says, hey, restructure, let's go. You want to keep James Harden?
Hopefully.
Let's go. You know.
Yeah.
A lot of rumors swirling about Donovan Mitchell getting traded, and I'm tired of hearing about it. Until I hear it come out of Donovan Mitchell's mouth, I don't want to hear nothing. Last time I heard from Donovan Mitchell, he said he was completely happy here.
Yeah,
he loved
same.
being here. So, you know, if the Cavs can stay healthy, I think you have to be careful. And I think they're going to be a team that you're going to want to watch as we get deeper into the rest of the regular season and go into the postseason.
Yep.
So they play Indiana tomorrow. Okay, it's a 6 p.m. start time.
Indiana sucks, so that should be.
So Indiana should be fairly easy. Indiana hasn't had a good year, obviously, without Tyrese Halliburton, who already said he's done for the year.
Yep.
So let's look at the rest of the Eastern Conference. Let's look at the eliminateds. One on here that everybody was going to go, wait, what? So obviously, Wizards, Brooklyn, no surprise. The Pacers,
I'm still surprised.
who was an
Based on how they
NBA Finals team last year.
have runner-ups. But still.
18-59 record. What a... Just a complete whirl spin. Obviously, a lot of injuries. Siakam.
That's the definition of a team that's disaster has struck with the injury.
Siakam. Halliburton. Dude, I could name a list of injuries with them.
Siakam wasn't going to be a game-time decision, which is why you saw me drop him off.
Right.
See for tomorrow.
I ended up making some changes, too. The Chicago Bulls, who got off to a really good start, are now 19 games under 500.
They jack up too many threes.
Right. Here's the other team. You think the loss of Dame Lillard has changed this team? This is the one I'm saying, too, is Milwaukee.
Also,
no Brook Lopez. He's gone. He went to L.A.
Since we're talking about Milwaukee here.
Uh-huh.
Recently, it's come out in the news quite a bit, sports news, that Giannis has been unhappy with the team purposely holding him out of games.
Really now?
So now the NBA is investigating.
Really? I see. That's information I didn't hear about.
Click on Milwaukee. It might be the first news thing that pops up, maybe. You might see a title.
Okay, so we'll look into that right now. So,
go to news.
Doc Rivers. Hey. You know, I really hate when it does this.
Oh, I know. Yeah. This news was I think a few days ago.
Okay, so this is actually fairly.
It's definitely recent.
I have heard that Milwaukee was holding him out of. I heard Milwaukee was holding him out of games. I did hear that. So, the funny thing is,
right there.
Yep. NBA investigating Bucks and Giannis's health. So, according to ESPN.com. Just as my partner here said, there it is. Wow. He just wants to.
Here's my thing.
Go ahead.
If he wants to play, just let him play.
Yeah, just let him play.
Just let him play.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not going anywhere this year.
No.
But
if Giannis wants to play, let him.
I know the team is more concerned about, again, his injury history, which...
Especially with his knees, which I understand that, but still.
Fair. But also, I think there's also a possibility, the rumors are, that Milwaukee's tried to tank by holding him out, so...
Which I hear the NBA's talking about getting rid of that. The tanking crap, I guess they're talking about getting rid of it. They're going to find a way to get rid of tanking because they're tired of dealing with it.
Well, no, they've already dealt with that to an extent with percentages and whatnot, but yeah, that's just it's shocking just to see.
The Bucks not in the playoffs granted, Giannis has been up and down all year, but I'm telling you right now, no Brook Lopez, no Damian Lillard. Those were two pieces that helped you at least have a good record last season.
Yep.
Obviously, we knew Dame was going to miss the whole season. Brook Lopez decided to say bye and go to L.A.
Yep.
Giannis doesn't have much help.
Nope.
And I think that's where Giannis's frustration is coming in, and he wants to get out.
Yeah.
I think for Giannis, and I can understand it, he wants a fresh start. Understandable, respectable. You're probably not winning another championship in Milwaukee. You're going to have to go somewhere else. It's time, So let's look at the rest of. We'll go. So I'm just going to tell you this right now. We're going to go 10-5. 10-5.
Actually, just tell them the play-in tournament at the moment. 10-7.
So technically, the play-in.
Yeah, play-in
would be Raptors Heat. That's your 7-10 matchup. And then the Hornets and the Magic.
That would be a good one.
Now the Hornets, believe it or not, are 42-36.
The Hornets have made a nice turnaround from last year.
LaMelo Ball has helped to lead that team.
No pun intended, he's balling.
I had to do a delay, just to help out on that. So that's technically your play-in tournament. Obviously, we have some games left that this could change.
Yeah.
The 5 and 6 seeds are Atlanta, which I told you about Atlanta. And here they are. They're 45-33. Atlanta's been hot since they traded Trae Young away. Atlanta's been one of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference. Okay. Now the Sixers. Now you wanted to talk about the Sixers. Maxi's back finally healthy. Paul George is back healthy. Embiid is healthy for the most part. Finally.
Again, his consistency, though, is
but it's his consistency. If they can keep them core, they're going to be a threat in the playoffs. Not like they're going to win the whole thing.
But they'll be a tough out if they can stay healthy.
Very tough out. Very tough out.
Especially when you have Embiid, Maxey, and Paul George.
Right. So that's current, up to date. By the time we come back in a week or two, playoffs will be starting.
Yep. So
we'll kind of get you caught up on all that when we get to that.
All the seeding will be official.
Right, and the seeding will be official.
Hey, now we can talk about the West.
Wow, wow, West. Wow, wow, West. All right.
Start with the eliminateds.
Let's start. You know what? We are going to start with the eliminated because once we get to the top, we're going to be talking heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think the eliminateds are really not a surprise.
Not really at all.
Utah, Sacramento, Dallas, New Orleans, Memphis.
You had high hopes for Sacramento.
I did have high hopes for Sacramento, but Sabonis,
injuries,
Levine, their season got derailed once all that happened. Okay. So we've already got teams in the West that have already qualified for the play-in tournament.
Yep. 10-7.
Okay, somehow, some miracle, Golden State's a 10 seed. Okay. Right now, they will play the 7 seed Phoenix Suns.
And Steph Curry just came back.
Yes. They will play the 7 seed Phoenix Suns. Now, this is not official. This is what would be if the playoffs started right now.
Yep.
And then it's the Blazers and the Clippers. Now, despite how bad the Clippers got off to start this year, for them to even think about and sniff in the postseason, I think you have to feel pretty good.
I still think they traded their best center to Indiana. Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
Agreed. Okay. So that's playing if the playoffs were to start today. Now, let's get into it. Let's take this one team at a time. Right now, if the playoffs were to start today, the number 6 seed is the Minnesota Timberwolves. If the playoffs were to start today, they're 46-31.
And still with injuries.
Okay.
And by Ant, I mean Anthony Edwards.
So, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
They still have a 37-year-old Mike Conley, who still plays pretty well for his age.
DiVincenzo's been really decent for him, too.
They have a good couple centers, and Rudy Gobert and Naz Reid.
Yep. You've had Naz Reid.
I've had Naz Reid countless times, and he has helped me out. No. I have to see them do something. Okay?
Let's prove it. Let's prove it time.
I think it's more of a put up or shut up.
Prove it and put up or shut up.
Yeah, it's a put up or shut up for me. Minnesota has made the playoffs, I believe, now the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Which is a good stretch. You know, when you think about it, they've had hit and misses. They've not made the playoffs consistently since Kevin Garnett. Think about that for a minute.
That's
consistently. Okay? Put up or shut up, Minnesota. And I'm not saying you got to win the whole thing. But what I am telling you, make a playoff run. Eastern Conference Finals. That would be... Then you guys would have... People go... Or I'm going to get a little closer to camera. Pop their eyes. And you're like, okay, this team's Josh. We'll start thinking about them.
Yep.
Okay. So let's go to the 5th seed. As it stands, if the playoffs will start today, I'm going to keep saying this. The 5 seed is the Houston Rockets. Now, we got to talk about the Houston Rockets. Tall, lanky,
tenacious.
Great team. I have 3 Houston Rockets on my freaking fantasy squad.
I've got their best center.
Jabari Smith Jr., Kevin Durant, Annette Shepard, but I can't think of his first name.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah. I've got up here in Seguin, though, so.
The funny part about this, Kevin Durant at 38 years old.
He's still balling.
Still balling at his age. Jabari Smith Jr. has been a very good power forward / center for them, too.
Yeah.
He's been a good pickup for me. I mean, I lost Nikola Jokic to injury, and I ended up picking him up. And he was a very good fill-in between him and Sabonis being in and out. And then I lost Sabonis, and then I picked up their backup center, which Sacramento's backup center hasn't been bad either. So, with Houston's length, I think they are a legit dogfight for that the Western Conference crown, excuse me. I think right now, nobody talks about Houston, and that's probably good for Houston.
Yeah. Stay under the radar, it's fine.
Stay under the radar, that's fine. But if we make the Western Conference Finals, I don't want to hear nobody say a word. Nothing. Nada. Okay? Nothing. Okay?
You heard it here first.
Right. You heard it here first. If they make the Western Conference Finals, don't say we didn't tell you they weren't a threat. Okay? Now, the thing is, they even lost Fred VanVleet for the year.
I remember that.
Okay?
Yep.
And this team is still a 48-win team without Fred VanVleet. Okay? Imagine if they had Fred VanVleet on top of what they've got. They're a 51-61 team.
Yeah, that'd probably be in...
So watch the Rockets. I think that's a team you want to kind of just keep an eye. Because if they make a playoff run, you might be talking about the Rockets next year. As long as Kevin Durant decides he's going to stay.
Yep.
Now, this is where we start talking a little heavier. Miraculously, the Denver Nuggets are the 4 seed, and if the playoffs were to start today, that has been Aaron Gordon's hamstring injury half the year. That's been missing Nikola Jokic for 2 months.
Yeah, Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray's missed a spits of time, but he's been healthy for the most part.
Yeah.
Valanciunas was out for a little bit. This team's had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. But now they're starting to look like Denver. Now that Joker's averaging triple doubles every freaking day.
Yeah.
He is. Let's get realistic. The dude's averaging triple doubles every single day.
But can you imagine that? Okay, hypothetically.
Go ahead. Throw a hypothetical.
Imagine that first round matchup with Houston, though. Joker
Listen to me.
Joker versus Sengun.
You want to hear something? Joker has been able to pretty much dominate anybody he wants.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a given. I mean,
but I get what you're saying. That's a hell matchup.
Dude, that'd be a huge matchup.
All right, guys. Speaking of the triple-double machine, Nikola Jokic, this is his numbers. This is what the Nuggets were missing for 2 months. 27.7 points for Joker. It's 8th in the league. So I told you who the number 2 rebounder in the league was. Guess who the number 1 rebounder in the league is? Nikola Jokic at 13. He is also number 1 in the league in assists at 10.8. Triple-double, average. 27.7, 13 rebounds, 10.8 assists. He's going, if he keeps at the clip he is going, he will average a triple-double. And he's 9th in the NBA in field goal percentage at 57.5%.
That's great for a center. And he shoots all over.
This dude, I don't get it. He's a freak, dude. And
He's literally a 7-foot point guard.
All he wants to do is win.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
All he wants to do is win.
And they did win a couple years ago.
Yeah. All he wants to do is win. So I want to bring up, since we're talking about the Denver Nuggets, I want to talk about a guy that at the beginning, when he got drafted by Denver, was like, okay, let's talk about Jamal Murray and how much of a centerpiece he has been for the Denver Nuggets. Other than Nikola Jokic, it's Nikola Jokic's team.
Yep.
But without Jamal Murray, this team, it feels different. Let's talk about his numbers. Are you ready for his numbers? 25.6 points per game. That's 12th best in the NBA. NBA. So you got all these players. And he's number 12 in the NBA in points per game. That's amazing. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
4.4 rebounds, which in a frickin' point guard.
You're not supposed to rebound that much anyway.
Just get rid of that stat. 7.1 assists. That's number 11 in the NBA. And he has had quite a few games where he's had double-digit assists.
Yeah.
The eye popper to me is his field goal percentage. He has improved on his field goal percentage. He is now pushing 50%. He's at 48.4. That's 56th in the NBA. Now you're like, oh, 56. Listen, you have a lot of players in the NBA.
Yeah.
And if you're top 60, you're doing pretty good. And that doesn't consider how many he's tied with. You know, he could be tied with 20 other guys at that field goal percentage.
Also, again, how many games you sporadically?
Dude, I know. So I love breaking this stuff down.
But I'm going to agree with you, though, because if they didn't have Jamal Murray,
I think they would have sunk.
Joker would feel more pressure to be
the
7-foot point guard.
They would have sunk. They'd have sunk. Okay. So I'm bringing up a guy that I think is a key component to this team. So you have Nikola Jokic, you have Jamal Murray.
Yep.
Those are the centerpieces. But this guy is a key component. So when I like to look at an NBA team, I like centerpieces, and then there's the components. Like when you look at the Cavs, it's really at this point the centerpieces are James Harden. You can tell me if I'm wrong. And Donovan Mitchell. Those I believe are the centerpieces.
Oh yeah.
And then the components: Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Strus, Tyson, Sam Merrill. Components.
Yep.
Okay? So when you look at Denver, a component. Valanciunas to me is a component. Okay? A good component.
Yep.
But the other component is a guy I'm about to bring up. If his hamstrings would quit letting him down, former 2-time slam dunk champion, Aaron Gordon. The dude's averaging 16.3 points, 5.8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and shooting almost 50% from the field. That's a lot you're missing when he's not on the field.
Yeah.
Field listening. We're not talking football, folks. It's fall. We'll get to that.
Court.
On the basketball court. Listen. We talked a lot about this. Those numbers don't sound like a lot, but take it off.
Yeah, I saw you pick them up for tonight, cheater.
But Aaron Gordon is a good piece to this team. He doesn't bring you 30 points a night. That's what Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are for.
He's not flashy.
But he's a component.
He's a consistent component when he's healthy.
Let me tell you something. People will probably agree to disagree, but you'll probably agree. I look at it this way. When you have at least 1 to 2 centerpieces, you want at least a couple centerpieces.
Yep.
And you've got 2, 3, 4 components, you're building a consistent 50-win team.
You are.
I'm not saying you're not winning at all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
But what I am saying is when you have that kind of stuff, you're building a winning culture.
It is true.
You know what I mean? You're building a winning culture, which is really nice at the end of the day. When you talk about a winning culture,
yeah,
the Denver Nuggets are they're that. They're the consistency of winning culture. Okay?
Yeah.
So for them to be where they're at, I think they would be better if they weren't battling injuries. I think they would already be a 50-win team if it wasn't for injuries. Okay? All right, so let's move on. I told you we would take a minute doing the top of this. So the 3 seed has been held up. He'll agree. Okay.
Yeah.
It has been held up by Luka Doncic. Okay. And that is the LA Lakers. Okay. 50-27. Okay. So I'm going to let Josh, when he gets situated here, I'm going to let him break down the news that he didn't want to hear about. And I didn't want to hear about. I like Luka, and I think he is the most dominant point guard in the NBA other than Shea. Okay. Josh, go ahead while I get some stuff brought up here.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the news, I literally just screenshot it and sent him the picture of how sad I was. That's how tragic it was just reading the news. Doncic is essentially, okay, everybody thinks, it's LeBron's Lakers, and everybody has their opinion on that. But
it's not now.
It was.
Sorry, I hate to tell you people.
Yeah.
I'm a Lakers.
Doncic is definitely going to be the face of the Lakers for a while.
I am a Cavs fan, not to interrupt you. I am a Cavs fan, okay? True and tried. But this man knows how much I love the Los Angeles Lakers. As a Laker guy, I'm going to be blunt with you. LeBron, it is not your team anymore. It is Luka's team now.
Yep.
It is going to be Luka's team for however long his contract is.
Yep. He's the new face.
And I think the Lakers signed him to an extension, if I'm not mistaken.
They did sign him to an extension.
They're keeping him because they want him to be a centerpiece because they know LeBron's at the end of his career.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be who they're going to build around. Cornerstone. There it is. What did I just say?
Yeah.
Cornerstone.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead and continue, and then we're going to talk about the Lakers.
Yeah, now, obviously, again, going back to what we said earlier, tearing your Achilles is not fun. It doesn't matter what time of the year it happens, when, what day.
I feel like the end of the year is the worst, but go ahead.
End of the season, towards the end of the season, it's a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse.
It is devastating. And I'm going to say this right now, it's very devastating for the Lakers because, pull up his stats.
Okay. I'm glad you're reading my mind, okay? This is where you and I are good partners on this show. You're reading my mind on this. So this, okay, is what the Lakers are going to be missing. Josh is crying. Tell them what Luka's injury is first, and then we'll break him down.
Yeah, it's an Achilles. Obviously, it's an Achilles tear. So,
is it an Achilles tear?
Is that what they said?
No, it's a grade 2 left hamstring.
Yeah, hamstring. My bad.
It is okay. So that's okay, Josh. Doncic will miss the remainder of the regular season due to a grade 2 left hamstring strain. He didn't tear it.
Which is somewhat good.
But a grade 2 is still, that's touchy. Because he could miss a week, he could miss 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Go ahead and look something up. So he's gonna be out for quite some time. And you think about this, Luka is only 27, dude. 27. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Okay? He just turned 27.
Hamstring strain.
He's going to look up for you guys what the time frame is for a grade 2 hamstring strain. Got it?
Okay. It involves partial tear of the hamstring muscles. Recovery generally spans 4 to 8 weeks. 2 months, man. 2 months. That's
almost the entire postseason.
That's almost, yeah.
I mean, you're talking NBA Finals time. By the time he'd even have a shot of coming back.
If that.
Okay. So this is what the Lakers are going to be missing with Luka Doncic.
Stats, man. Stats.
33.5 points a game is by far number one in the NBA. The multiple 50-point games, the multiple 40-point games, the 60-point game he had. This dude went off as a Laker this year. 7.7 assists is 24th best in the NBA for
rebounds.
For a guard, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
For a guard.
7.7 rebounds is good for a guard. I said assists, not rebounds. I'm sorry. 24th best in the NBA. Out of How many ever players are in the NBA? We're not even going to try to count. 8.3 assists. Right here, folks. 4th in the NBA.
He's almost a walking triple-double in the point guard category.
47.6% from the field.
And he just makes ridiculous shots.
But he makes some of the most ridiculous shots I've ever seen. And here's the thing about Luka, too, that I'm loving. Luka's weight is down to 230. And man, is he athletic now. Like, if you looked at
Luka, moves quicker than he did last year.
If you look at Luka when he was in Dallas, he's like lean now.
Yeah.
That's what the Lakers are going to be missing. So, I hate to do this, but LeBron, you've had a great 23-year career, but you're not carrying the Lakers to the NBA Finals. You're not at that state no more.
No.
That was supposed to be Luka's job.
It's tough, man.
So if the Lakers do not make a deep playoff run, it's not going to be the Lakers' fault. I will give the Lakers a dick pass. And yes, I said dick pass. I will give the Lakers a pass.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give them a pass.
It's tough. It's tough when you lose your top player.
Now, people can say, well, they still got LeBron. They still got DeAndre Ayton. They can... No. You lose your top guy, just quit.
I mean, it's great they still have Austin Reeves, too. Let's not forget that. But...
Yeah, but it's all, can Austin Reeves carry a team?
Luka had that aura about him that he could command that team at will.
So, Josh, you're going to agree with me on this. Do you know what Luka is? It factor.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
He was their it factor.
Luka Doncic is an it factor. And I'm telling you right now, I loved Luka when he was in Dallas, obviously. Look who's won that trade, Dallas. Lakers have won that trade by a mile.
By a lot.
Okay.
By a lot.
Because if you think about it, AD isn't even in Dallas anymore. He's with the Wizards.
He's still injured.
And he's still injured. Who won that trade? Oh. It was definitely the Lakers. By a long shot, they won that trade. If the Lakers somehow, some miracle, make a good playoff run, second round, maybe the final, like Western Conference Finals, it's going to be because Austin Reeves and LeBron just finds another gear.
Yeah, somehow.
Or DeAndre Ayton just keeps playing the way he's been playing, which he's played substantially better since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the thing. A lot of people gave DeAndre Ayton a lot of crap. Well, he's played much better since the All-Star break. He looks like DeAndre Ayton, the guy that was the good guy at the beginning of his Phoenix career. Mm-hmm. That's who the Lakers were hoping to get, was that DeAndre Ayton. I'm not saying he's a good defender because he's not. But he does score. He is a very good rebounder. But for this team to go anywhere, it's Luka Doncic, and guess what?
Man. Ouch.
It sucks. Right. I feel sorry, and I do feel sorry for the Lakers. I really do. Because they've had a really great year. Luka's really done a nice job being the man for that team.
Yeah.
And I think he's established that leadership role. I'm the man. I'm taking over. And he did. And I think LeBron has finally taken the foot off the gas pedal and saying, here you go, Luka. It's your team. Have at it. I'm 41 years old.
Yeah.
I might play one more season if I'm lucky.
Yep.
So that's your 3 seed. Your 2 seed. This team has been by far, other than the Detroit Pistons, this team has been the biggest surprise in the NBA. And that is the San Antonio Spurs. They are the number 2 seed, and they are locked into that number 2 seed. Okay? And this is, excuse me.
Let's go hypothetical here, too. I'm going to throw this out right now.
Hypothetically? What do you think?
Hypothetical. Western Conference Finals. San Antonio, OKC. Give me 7 games and OKC to just, edge it out because of SGA. But that series would go 7 games.
So I'm telling you right now, that's not even a hypothetical. If it does go 7, it will go 7 because then OKC will be forced to have to win it at home.
Yep.
So let's look at the Spurs.
And
so
San Antonio has beaten OKC twice, at least this year. 3. See? Exactly.
OKC's 1-3 against the Spurs. Okay.
Yep.
So they have the veteran Harrison Barnes. Didn't think the dude was still playing, but he is. Quietly. De'Aaron Fox. What a trade from Sacramento. You think the Spurs didn't win that trade?
Aren't you lucky, Brad?
You might win third place because I forgot to set my wife's lineup. So you're probably going to win third place, Brad.
Yeah, you thank De'Aaron Fox for that.
Yeah, Brad. We love putting your name on the show, Brad. Because you're our guy, Brad. Just saying. So I'm looking at De'Aaron Fox. He's not putting up huge numbers, but they're respectable. 18.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, 6.2 assists. He's shooting at 49% from the field.
Still good.
And De'Aaron Fox has been healthy.
Yeah.
Relatively healthy.
Yeah.
So you have De'Aaron Fox.
The Castle guy, too.
They've got, a lot of. Did you know they signed Mason Plumlee? I didn't even know that.
See? This is how much we know about the Spurs.
But this is going to go to a guy that has been a menace when he's healthy. And that is Victor Wembanyama.
Also, Brad, you can thank him for your team success, too.
Right. Brad! I'm waiting for a message when we post these.
Yeah.
Brian! I already know what's coming. So, obviously, Victor's missed a lot of time. So, when you look at this he's 7'4", 235, bro.
Good Lord, man. And he's French.
Yeah. 24.7 points, 11.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 50.9% from the field.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's not no walking joker.
He's not Nikola Jokic, but
my Lord, is he tall?
Yeah.
And dominant
when healthy. He's just a typical 7'4" guy. He battles health. It's typical,
Well, honestly, if we're being realistic here, anybody over 7 foot, you're dealing with knee issues.
Yep, there's nothing wrong. Yep, look at Yao Ming. Look at Dikembe Mutombo.
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal. Yep, it happens. So that's your number 2 team in the West, and I think the one team, if Denver can stay healthy, the 2 teams that are a threat to beating OKC in the West.
I'll give you Denver.
Speaking of OKC, your number 1 team in the West.
Indeed.
Who leads perfectly right into it.
Mr. I have SGA.
And I have Chet.
I
have Chet. So, I got lucky with that pick, by the way. I had the number 2 pick, by the way. We talk about, I told you, cornerstones and then components. So let's talk about cornerstones and then components.
Well, SGA is the cornerstone.
So you have
undisputed
2 cornerstones of this team.
Okay.
And they already got signed. Chet and SGA. That's why they signed them. To me, Isaiah Hartenstein is a component.
He's a
because
really good component.
Defender, rebounder. That's a gap when he's not there. Because they put Chet technically they put him at the power forward spot. And put Isaiah Hartenstein at center.
Yep.
Okay? So some other guys that I think are components. Obviously,
I'm still going to say Jalen Williams.
The guard, Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
There's a center, Jalen Williams.
Yeah, the guard, not the center. The guard I have on my fantasy team, and he has been injured for most of the year.
He is a big component. Big component.
But when he's healthy, majorly big component.
Who else is a component? Alex Caruso. Not a big component. He's just enough of a component. He brings this. Yeah. He's 32. He's an old guy on that team. He brings veteran leadership, veteran know-how. That's a good component.
Also, double check his name too. I think Anthony Mitchell, I think, is their other backup point guard.
Yeah, I think that's.
I want to say Anthony Mitchell.
That sounds about right. No, it's like AJ Mitchell.
Oh, AJ. Sorry, my bad.
AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
You know, AJ Mitchell.
But he's still been really good.
He's been quiet.
Like, even consistent.
Yeah, 13 and a half points a game. That's not bad. So that to me is, and what did we talk about in our episode 2 weeks ago? You want the man?
You gotta beat the man.
You gotta beat the man. Boston in the East, OKC in the West.
Gotta beat him.
That's it. So that is current up-to-date NBA playoff standing. I told you this was going to take a while because Josh and I were going to dig deep in this because it's that time of year where the NBA, we start to turn the temp up.
Oh, it's really heating up.
Yeah, it's heating up now, Evan. So, it's that time. Da-da-da-da! Josh, are you ready to have some fun?
Oh, yes.
Crew 2 News with Josh and around the MLS. Take it away, sir.
All right, well, I'm going to start by saying the last 2 weeks, the MLS has been on a international break. So, with that being said, that just means that nobody was playing the MLS. They had a few, maybe CONCACAF games here and there, but for the most part, everybody was playing for their national teams, doing World Cup qualifying. But, on the one hand,
which we're counting down to we're counting down to the World Cup too.
Yeah,
because doesn't the World Cup start beginning of June?
The World Cup is heating up as well, folks.
And I told you that's something I'm going to watch.
I can't wait. Dude.
All right, Josh.
I can't wait.
Take 4. It's all yours, buddy. Have fun.
All right. So, I wanted to say the one big thing, the one big news that came from the Crew side of things, aside from a little loss, painful.
Oh, wait a minute. What did you do to me 2 weeks ago? Here it is.
No. I was like,
oh, yeah, like this. But we're going to go like this, too.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to find that picture I sent you. Yeah, so anyway, the Crew found it. Okay, all the OG, well, still OG current Crew fans, they remember the name Tim Bezbatchenko. He used to be the Crew's GM, all that stuff. Left for Auckland FC. I guess he went overseas to oversee a different soccer club. As of a week and a half ago or so, somebody came out and said, source, Tim Bezbatchenko has agreed on a deal to return to Haslam Sports Group to oversee its soccer branches, including the Columbus Crew. He'll arrive in mid-May upon the ending of Auckland FC's season. Now, I'm going to tell you right now what this means. What this guy said in here. Oversee its soccer branches. That means he's going to oversee the Columbus Crew, Columbus Crew 2, and the Haslams, specifically, and Columbus itself, the city, are pushing for a NWSL bid.
Really?
Yep. They're going to try and bring a professional women's soccer team to Columbus, which, why not? Columbus is a soccer town.
Columbus has everything else. They are two things. Soccer, college football.
Yep.
Ohio State and the Crew.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have they have the Clippers down there.
Yeah.
But they don't. I mean, that's just that's what AAA. It's the Crew and Ohio State. That's Columbus.
Yes. And speaking of Crew 2 news, the one big Crew 2 news that I had to mention was a couple weeks ago. They played FC Cincinnati, and they beat them.
Yes! We will take a moral victory! Since the Crew are doing...
Oh, man. It's, again, I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep saying this, but again, it's early in the season. The season does resume tonight, by the way, against Atlanta.
Yeah, they played 7 o'clock.
Why do I... See, now they are playing at 7 o'clock.
Same time the Guardians play, huh?
Yeah.
So you'd have to make a choice, huh?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I wanted to see if they're. I think they're playing in Atlanta, which actually kind of sucks because.
Yeah, isn't that turf?
It's the turf. That's what that gets me.
The turf gets anybody.
Yeah, they're playing in Atlanta, 7:30 on Apple TV.
Most games are on Apple TV.
Yeah, so that
Might get the occasional game on FS1.
Yeah, it kind of burns, but
At Atlanta.
at
Yeah,
Atlanta. But
rough. So,
hopefully, we can start seeing. Brian's going to agree with me on this too.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen glimpses of the offense trying to find the net. We've seen it happen.
still a lack of playmaking.
Still lack of playmaking. And this is the one thing that irritates me. It irritates him. It irritates just about any average Crew fan here. The waning moments, the last third of the game. The defense seems to have the most inopportune moments of collapse.
That's true. Yep, that's true.
And the same thing happened when they lost again. Defensive meltdown.
Yep. Crew have had a lot of bad defensive stuff happen this year. And, I mean, like I said, it is early. You're right. But
It is early.
when do you start thinking about hitting that panic button? I don't like using that word this early. But as a Crew fan, when do you start hitting the panic button? Especially since I think we're second to the bottom in the league.
Yeah. The only saving grace of not being in the basement right now, fighting for the wooden spoon,
Woo!
is the fact that Philly is down there at -6 goal differential, and they still have yet to win a game. Right?
Yeah, they haven't won a game yet.
They haven't won a game either, like we haven't. Our goal differential is -3, which is still not good, but
It's better than -6.
it is better than -6.
Who's at the top of the league right now?
Top of the league. Right? Let me refresh that baby.
Nashville.
Surprising, early, but Nashville has played well, and they have played well in CONCACAF
They have.
competition as well.
They have. That's the thing.
And they are 4-0-1.
Really?
Their goal differential is 11, dude.
Oh my God! What is it? Nashville, probably Miami.
Actually, no, it's Nashville, NYC. I'll do the top 5.
Uh-huh.
Nashville, NYC, Miami, Charlotte, Toronto.
Wow, where the heck is Cincinnati?
Our rivals, on the other hand. Our rivals are in 9th.
Ouch!
They do have 6 points. They do have 2 wins. They have 3 losses.
Oh boy.
Their goal differential is -4.
Ouch. Ooh.
They're 0-2 on the road.
Hey, look over here, guys.
So, yeah.
At least our goal differential's better. Yes. See, it's the little moral victories.
Yeah, the little moral victories.
Not a lot of moral victories,
No.
but look, right, see? It's the razor-thin moral victories that we have to take.
Atlanta's in 10th place. 4 points. They're 1-3-1. They have the same goal differential as we do, -3. So
See, there's a little moral freaking victory. Yes!
again, the only thing I don't like about tonight is playing on stupid turf.
Yeah, turf sucks.
Turf is also what injured your boy Rossi last year.
Mm-hmm. Turf is also what injured Aaron Rodgers 2 years ago to go to football.
Now the Meadowlands is entirely
That's
different.
exactly my point, though. It's still turf.
Yeah.
I don't like turf. I prefer to play on grass
Yeah.
and be done with it.
Yeah, honestly, man, your spikes get caught. If your spikes get caught just wrong
Oh, you're done.
in turf, you're done.
You're either shattering an ankle or you're tearing an Achilles.
Yeah.
It's that simple. There's nothing to it.
Right.
So, what else you got, big guy? You got anything else?
Well, since Columbus is going to be participating, well, there's a lot of teams as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be participating in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup
Oh, nice.
coming up. So
Maybe they win that. Maybe we'll have a little moral victory.
and they kick off against the Richmond Kickers on April 15th. So that'll be.
Do they kick field goals? I think the Richmond Kickers. I knew I'd get him laughing.
I'd love to know where that name came from, but yeah. They're playing in Richmond, Virginia, also. On top of that, and it'll be a Wednesday game.
So does that mean they kick
On Paramount Plus.
Does that mean they kick 90-yard field goals? I'm just.
Who knows?
I'm just
Who knows?
I'm trying to lighten the mood, you know.
And if they win that game, they will travel to face the winner of the DC United 1 Knoxville SC matchup in the round of 16.
Right. So what else you got, big guy?
Other than that, I mean, you've got, like he said, the World Cup's coming up.
Yes.
The U.S. is in group, I want to say Group D. I'm going to double check that just to make sure. Let's see.
Yes, guys, if you have not noticed on my shoulders, my cat has decided to join the show. My cat, Opie, has decided to join our show. He's our third guy. He doesn't talk, but he's a good co-host like Josh.
Now, at some point, we'll get more in depth on the World Cup at a later date.
Absolutely. Actually, I was thinking about that for a minute. What I'm thinking about doing with that, okay, is when World Cup time does come, this segment is going to get changed.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to do World Cup news
because MLS will be on pause. Anyway,
okay,
so there's
you're going to do World Cup news. Okay,
yeah.
Which I can't wait to do because I'm going to watch as much of the World Cup as I can, so I can keep up with you. Is that it, big guys? All you got for now?
I was right though. The U.S. is in Group D.
Okay.
And their opponents will be Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey.
Oh boy.
So we'll see how that goes.
Oh boy. What are they in Group D?
Yeah, Group D.
They're in Group D.
Like I said, when him and I talk about World Cup later.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
We'll get into who we think the group of death is.
And that's actually not that far out. I think it starts June something. Early June. Like early June.
June 11th.
Yep. Early June.
June 11th. Mexico kicks off against South Africa June 11th.
Interesting. So this is how Josh is gonna get to be. He's our soccer guy. This is what he does. He's going to have crew 2, and I'm also going to give him the reins to around the MLS, which includes World Cup, MLS, and he's going to get crew 2 news. That's all Josh now. So, I told you as the show grew, he would get a bigger role, and he's getting a bigger role.
Oh yeah.
So
that's all I got, man.
Is that all you got?
That's
all right,
got.
Awesome sauce. So on a side note, this is not a segment. Side note, we have not talked about it. Before we get to NASCAR, we have not talked about spring football. We've not talked about the UFL yet.
Yeah, here, I'll sum up the Columbus Aviators for you.
Not very good. Oh, God. I tell you what, I just looked up their score. They got creamed by the Defenders last night. Their first game, they at least were competitive. They only lost 23-16 in their first game.
The side note with this team is they were relocated, and oddly enough, they came from Michigan.
Anyway, go ahead.
But they were the championship runner-ups last year.
Yeah.
As Michigan, though.
Yeah, they lost to the Storm 23-16 in the first week. So for those of you out there that don't know about the UFL, it used to be separated.
UFL XFL.
Yes. Okay. Now it's called the United Football League.
Yep.
Okay.
There's only 8 teams.
Nope. It was the USFL, remember?
That was it.
USFL,
Sorry.
XFL. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now it merged. What's The Rock? Great job on doing that, by the way. So now, this year, there's obviously still the 8 teams, but a few of them have rebranded.
Yeah.
So you still have the Birmingham Stallions, but you now have the Kings of Louisville. So you'll have to kind of, because I don't remember the brand name. The DC Defenders and the St. Louis Battlehawks, them guys haven't changed.
Nope.
The Gamblers and the Renegades, Houston Gamblers, and the Dallas Renegades. Great team names, I personally think.
So far, Dallas looks like the best team so far.
Dallas does look really good, by the way. And then, obviously, the 2 rebrands, the Orlando Storm and the Columbus Aviators.
Yep.
We're going to find out. This is just a little Cliff side note. We're going to find out. This is, it's a 10-week season. It's a long way to go.
It's a long way to go.
So last night, obviously, we just brought up the Defenders smoked the Aviators 44-26. Sorry, Columbus. We got a game on tonight. The Kings and Storm, so 2 new teams taking on each other.
Yep.
8 o'clock on ESPN. Then tomorrow, the Birmingham Stallions and the Houston Gamblers. Okay, we have a Tuesday game this week in week number 2.
That's the best game of the
Battlehawks and the Renegades. What kind of it's not going to be a segment, if you will, because we're not going to take that much time with it.
No.
We'll split it in between segments 2 and 3. We'll just kind of split the UFL in there, just to kind of get any people that might be interested in the UFL.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, and my cat has decided to join us again. You know, here he is, my kitty cat Opie. You know, he's decided to join us on the show today. So now we have a furry kitty on the show today. All right, Josh.
Now you get to talk about your.
Now, this is where the fun comes in, because it really hasn't. The last 2 weeks haven't really been bad. So here's the thing. This week, there's no NASCAR, obviously. There's no NASCAR due to Easter, which is fine. You know, the guys, they get Easter weekend off. Well deserved. Okay. So 2 weeks ago, we raced at Darlington for the Darlington Spring Race, which I hadn't paid too much attention to their schedule, but they raced twice now at Darlington. I didn't know that. There were some throwback paint schemes. They just didn't really make a big deal out of it.
No.
So it wasn't like the Darlington throwback weekend like they usually do. But there were some throwback paint schemes.
There were.
Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher did throwback paint schemes for the late, rest in peace, Greg Biffle. Eric Jones did the paint scheme for Richard Petty. You know, the king of NASCAR.
Yep.
So let's get into it. Let's get into the first of 2. So Darlington was 2 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago. This was interesting because I'm going to start this by the driver that led the most laps, which was Brad Keselowski. And for some god-awful reason, I didn't write that down. Don't ask me why I didn't write that down. Okay? Don't ask. So I watched this race, dominant. Okay? One stage 1, one stage 2. Okay? Tyler Reddick was nowhere to be found. Like, he was in the top 10, but nowhere really to be found.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, final stage, his car just magically comes to life. Greg Keselowski had a 3.5 second lead. Mm-hmm. Vanished away. And Tyler Reddick ends up winning the race again. So as NASCAR fans were kind of getting questions. All of a sudden, now 2311 Racing's winning. Out of the blue.
Yep.
Does that answer? Congratulations to Tyler Reddick for winning the Darlington race. He won. We want to see this. So Brad Keselowski had a 3.5 second lead. Tyler Reddick ended up winning it by 5.8 seconds over Brad Keselowski.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Total race time 3 hours, 4 minutes, 56 seconds. Yes, I have down the second too. Lead changes. I don't know why I put 6. Oh, there were 16 lead changes, which at Darlington, that's kind of average.
Average.
You know, there's quite a bit of lead changes, especially for stages. And cautions, only 4 for 26 laps. That was low for Darlington.
That's low average.
Right. So the top 5, obviously, race winner ended up being Tyler Reddick by 5.5 seconds. So it was Tyler Reddick, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Carson Hocevar, and Austin Cindric got his first top 5 of the year. He ran a really good run. So some other names that were on here that I thought were kind of good irrelevance. Ty Gibbs, man, this dude, he has had at least a top 10 every race this year.
Yeah.
Okay, hasn't won, but he's had at least a top 10. Will Byron had a nice top 10. Denny Hamlin had a top 15 at 11th. Chase Elliott got a top 15 at 15. And then I have some guys here that just seem to continue to struggle. Kyle Busch, Justin Allgaier's filling in for Alex Bowman. Larson got into an accident. Finished 32nd. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Logano. For some god reason, he finished 3 laps down, but never got into an accident, nothing. Okay? It was almost like he just got drove out of the race. And then Bubba Wallace got into an accident.
Saw that one.
Okay? That's your results for Darlington. Okay? Not a lot of tempers flaring. It wasn't too bad of a race. You know, it was pretty calm. Are you ready for last weekend's race.
Right?
Yes. Okay. Tempers flaring race. This race had a lot of everything. Accidents, bumper drafting, temper, you name it. It was there. But we did have a new race winner.
Brian's favorite race.
No, it's not. My race is coming up in 3 weeks.
All right, Brian's favorite temper race.
Still not my favorite temper race. Bristol's my favorite temper race. So, we finally had a winner. A different winner. And it was needed. Hendrick Motorsports finally picks up their first win of the season.
Just for you, buddy.
Chase Elliott gets a dire needed win. And I'm talking dire needed. Okay? He didn't have the best car. Denny Hamlin had the best car. And I'm going to tell you why. Driver that led the most laps was Denny Hamlin at 292 of the 400 laps.
Wow.
Okay? Hamlin had the most dominant car. No questions asked. Had the most dominant car. But Chase Elliott, Alan Gustafson, his crew chief, I'm telling you, he owes his freaking life to. They made a short pit stop. And he ended up getting 4 tires and fuel. That short pit stop and a late caution helped Chase Elliott win that race.
Wow.
Okay. So here it is. Only won by 0.5 of a second. Oh, my other cat's in here, Jax. We got the whole family in here today, guys. The only thing we're missing is my wife and my puppy, but they're out door dashing. God bless you, baby. Be safe out there. Back to the race. Chase Elliott was the winner. He only won it by 0.5 of a second over Denny Hamlin.
That's a tight one.
Denny Hamlin actually was about to catch him. If he'd had about 5 more laps, he probably would have took the lead back. Total race time, it was short, 2 hours and 47 minutes. That's it.
It's a short track.
Short track. 8 lead changes. This is what I thought was an eye-popping stat. Because it was a short track, there was only five cautions for 54 laps. And two of them were at stage breaks. Yeah. A lot of bump drafting, a couple accidents, but not what you would think. The top 5. You ready for the top 5? You'll see the guys that turned it around. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano got a 3rd place finish after finishing 33rd at Darlington.
It's a good turnaround.
Ty Gibbs, hey, you just heard that name. Another top 5. And William Byron goes from 8th at Darlington to 5th. Great improvement. Okay? Yeah. Some other news notes here. Ryan Blaney finished 6th. Christopher Bell finished 7th. Kyle Larson got a top 10 after a crappy Darlington. Josh Berry for the Wood Brothers. Now, we don't talk a lot about Josh Berry because he's not. We don't talk about him.
It's not a big name.
Not a big name.
Wood Brothers are.
But the Wood Brothers are. Okay. He got a top 10. He was in top 10 all day. Kept his car clean. And then we'll go to the previous race winner, Tyler Reddick, who still continues to struggle on short tracks. Tyler Reddick finished 15th. He's now 0 for 32 at short tracks.
That's great.
That, thank you, courtesy to the legendary Mike Joy for telling us that on Fox. Love them guys, by the way. Great commentators. Mike Joy, Kevin Harvick, who congratulations, the 2027 NASCAR Hall of Famer. That was announced on the pre-race show last Sunday.
Awesome.
Yep. And Mr. Clint Boyer. 3 great commentators up there. Them 3, I love watching Fox's coverage.
Oh, isn't Larry McReynolds in the pits?
Larry McReynolds is still there too.
Yeah, he's in the pits now.
Great, dude. Awesome. Awesome crew.
It was an awesome crew.
So we go to 24. Kyle Busch. He still continues to struggle. He left Joe Gibbs and went to Richard Childress, and he has struggled mightily.
It's amazing.
Yeah. He's not the Kyle Busch that we're used to seeing. And Bubba Wallace, for the 2nd straight week, got into an accident. was running in the top 5 and got spun out.
Wow.
And broke his front toe link. End of the race for him. As soon as you break a toe link in these new gen cars, right here, throat cutter. That's it. You're not getting back in the race. It's not happening. A little bit of temper flare. Nothing too serious like we thought it would be. Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez have a feud going on right now. So we'll see how that one plays out.
We'll keep you up to date. Don't worry.
The next 3 races. So my number 1 tempered race and my number 2 favorite track are on here. Actually, sorry, it'd be my 3rd favorite track. So next 3 races. Next Sunday, like I said, no race this weekend because the guys get a well-deserved race time off. Food City 500 at Bristol, Sunday, April 12th, 3 o'clock. 500 laps, FS1.
Nice.
Because we're still in the Fox coverage of NASCAR.
Yep.
This race is 500 laps at a half-mile oval. We just got done doing this.
Don't worry. I guarantee you tempers will flare again.
Tempers will flare at Bristol because they always do. Always. There has never been a Bristol race where we don't have a temper flare. Okay, period.
Might see some punches.
Might see some punches. The next one. So you can tell the weather's starting to warm up here in the northern states because we have the Advent Health 400 at Kansas.
Yep.
Sunday, April 19th at 2 o'clock, 267 laps. So you can tell they're starting to slowly come north because...
Is it on FS1 or Fox?
That's all. That one's on Fox at 2 o'clock
Gotcha.
because IndyCar is off that weekend.
Ah.
And then, my number 3 favorite track behind Charlotte and Daytona. Jack Link's 500 at Talladega, baby.
That's my favorite.
This is Talladega. Love that freaking racetrack.
Talladega's my number 1.
3 p.m. FS1. 188 because it's a 2-mile super speedway.
But 95% of the time it's all gas, no brake.
It is all gas. So Josh's number 1 track is Talladega. That's 3rd on my list behind Daytona and Charlotte. Charlotte's my number 1 because it used to be called Lowe's Motor Speedway back in the day.
Daytona would be my number 2.
Love Daytona. Love Daytona. I'm a super speedway junkie. Love super speedways. Always have. That'll never change. So let's get back real quick and then we'll take our break. So we are going to Bristol next weekend. That track, okay, is very, very, very known for a lot of bump drafting, wrecks, and high temper. You're talking 500 laps at a half-mile track where there's no room for nothing.
Nope.
And there'll be some of these drivers that are maybe a little aggressive to start getting to that point, like a Kyle Busch, a Carson Hocevar, who are getting they want a win. It has been 100 races since Kyle Busch has won his last race. Okay,
it's a long time.
He's ready and due for a win. Now, don't be surprised if he gets a little more aggressive.
But also, don't be surprised if he throws a few tempers.
Yeah, Rick. Actually, if he does, it's not gonna be something that is his fault. It'll be something that because Kyle Busch has calmed down since he's gotten married, but it's a situation that with Kyle Busch, it's more of a why would you do something like that for? And then throw punches. It's going to be a good race. Remember, that's on F2 of the 3 races are on FS1. Bristol, Talladega. Fox will have their last one at Kansas. The rest of them, all the way up through North Wilkesboro, is on FS1. And then it'll change over to Amazon Prime for 5 races.
Which I have.
They do. And I like Adam Alexander. He's going to head. He turns into the head guy for that. So that's all I got for now. Here, probably within the next 5 races or so, I will have a re-updated point standings for you guys. So we're going to take a break. We're through 3. Took us an hour and a half. We're through 3. 2 to go. and the special segment. I know y'all are like, what's the special segment? I'm not telling you what the special segment is. You're going to just have to watch it. All right? We're taking a break. We'll come back, do baseball, NCAA tournament, wrap up the show, and then you'll have to come back for the special segment. All right, we'll be right back. We're taking a break. See you in a few.